Hello, good evening, and welcome to beautiful Finley Stadium on this gorgeous sunny evening. And thanks for joining us for the game against Detroit City FC and Chattanooga FC. This is part of a two-leg game we're playing here in Chattanooga tonight. And next Saturday the 28th, we're making the return journey up to Detroit to play at the Detroit City home field. So this is, say, the first half of a friendly for both teams, something that's been trying to be organised for quite a long time, as both teams have a very good fan base and are kind of at the same point in the league and have a lot of reciprocation going on between the teams. So thanks for joining us tonight, wherever you're watching from. If you're watching over in England or in Europe, or if you're watching up in Detroit, then glad you're along with us, and hope you can stay to the end of the game and enjoy some great play and hopefully a bunch of goals too. That'll be good. Got to say a quick hello to people who are having the watch party at Axel Brewing in Ferndale, Michigan. Make some noise, guys, so I can hear you. And also there's a watch party at Ivy and Coney Bar in Washington, D.C. too, so you guys make some noise too so I can hear you as well. All right, well, thank you for being here. Like I said, we got the Chattanooga on the far side with the blue flags, and the Northern Guard right next to them with the claret and black and some yellow in there too, and some had a good time with those guys before the game. We had a really good tailgate and made a lot of new friends and talked soccer, and both sides very knowledgeable about the NPSL teams and the MLS, and also about soccer overseas too. So good chance to catch up with some knowledgeable folks. We'll be getting going at 7:30. Not long till kick-off. Both the teams are warmed up, as you saw if you're watching the stream a minute ago. They're in the changing room getting their final orders, and we'll be having the national anthem from the Chattanooga Men's Choir, who are just getting ready down below me. You can't see them, but they're right down there getting ready. But tonight we have a great view, because normally there are fans on both sides of the field. Tonight they're on one side, while the near side is refurbished. They put in new seats. That's because the Chattanooga broke most of them last season, all the noise they made. So new seats are going in, but you can see all the fans over there. We've got a great crowd tonight. It's beautiful sunshine coming down on them. It's a lovely evening here in Chattanooga. Really the first warm day for quite a few days down here, so we're glad it's just in time for the soccer. So like I said, we'll be getting underway pretty soon, and looking forward to a great game tonight. So this has really been an exciting game to get together, because this is the Detroit City's first game of the season, really. Their first one they had scheduled was cancelled, whereas Chattanooga FC, this is their third warm-up game so far. Chattanooga played MLS side FC Dallas, of course, a few months ago, and then they played Nashville SC last month. And now we have a third friendly game here. We'll have a fourth in Detroit before we get the real season underway. So it's pretty exciting. I talked to Sean McDaniel, the general manager, and he said that having a home and away series with Detroit City is something he's always wanted to do for quite some time. He said he was glad to finally get the opportunity to showcase two of America's best soccer cities this weekend here in Chattanooga, and for the following weekend again in Detroit. This is something special, Sean said, not only for our fans, but for fans of grassroots soccer worldwide. Now, Detroit City is known for a rabid fan base like Chattanooga FC, and both teams provide great play on the pitch too. Tonight we're going to see some regulars, some new faces. Should be interesting to try out some of the players. So we're going to see some people you know, some you don't, but it may be a chance for them to shine and get into the first team later on in the season. So it's a good chance for both coaches to evaluate what's going on, for Ben Perman and Bill Elliott to evaluate their teams. So it's going to be a good test. Both teams are going to be wanting to impress. Both sets of supporters are going to want to make a lot of noise. So I say we're in for a cracking game tonight, and this is the one you don't want to miss. Out of all the games that have been played this Saturday, this is the one you don't want to miss. So we're waiting for the teams to come out. We've got a few minutes for that. So I'm going to grab a quick glass of water. Don't go away. Back in a second. Teams are starting to come out now. I can run you through the starting 11 for both sides while they get out and get warmed up. For Detroit, City's starting 11, they're playing a 5-3-2 with Steinwasser in goal, then Bentley, Sensoni, Miller, TJ Stevens and Williams in defence. In the midfield, Adkins, Harris and Zaki. And up front, Green and Lawson. For Chattanooga FC, we've got Humberto Pelez in goal, Sean Rutter, Juan Sanchez, and then John Carey in the midfield, Wow Costa up the front, Zeka Ferraz up front, Juan Hernandez in the midfield, Cabello Yakin in defence, Damien Ganoa, who's trying out in the defence, Soronio Hazcek, who's always been solid for us in the midfield and defence, and Daniel Valenciano. So that's your starting 11 for Chattanooga FC. And as substitutions occur, I'll let you know who's coming and going. And try to do my best to tell you what's going on the field, although you'll be able to see for yourself, obviously. But we'll do our best to keep it entertaining as possible. And hopefully keep you glued to your beer glass as we watch, or whatever you're drinking tonight. So teams are getting ready to come out, referees lining up and getting them ready. And then we'll be going for the national anthem in a moment.
Chattanooga Football Club. Our players tonight are accompanied by kids from our walkout sponsor, Wall Street School. Now, the lineup for our visitors from Detroit City. Number 1, in the goal, Nate Steinwasser. Number 45, defender Wilfred Williams. Number 22, defender Elliot Bentley. Number 20, defender Joe Sensoni. Number 26, defender Corey Miller. Number 25, midfielder TJ Stevens. Number 32, midfielder Oliver Harris. Number 40, midfielder Ahmed Zaki. Number 8, midfielder Jeff Adkins. Number 7, forward Roddy Green. And number 9, forward Sean Lawson. Detroit City is coached by Ben Pierman and Josh Rogers tonight. And now, for your Chattanooga FC starting 11. Number 1. Pardon me, number 23. Humberto Pelez. Number 3, Sean Rutter. Number 4, Juan Sanchez. Number 7, John Carrier. Number 8, Joao Victor Costa. Number 9, Zeka Ferraz. Number 10, Juan Hernandez. Number 2, Joaquin Cabello. Number 21, Damian Ganoa. Number 24, Soren Uhaszczyk. And number 88, Daniel Valenciano. Chattanooga FC are coached tonight by Bill Elliott and Jordan Matias. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem. Today's national anthem will be sung by the Choo Choo Chorus.
Here we go, folks. So the team lineups are out in the field, and very nice rendition of the national anthem there to get everybody in the right mood. Just team shaking hands right now, and then looks like Detroit playing in their regular rouge shirts, as they call them, or the crimson, or whatever you want to say they are, but I think rouge is a great name for it, from the River Rouge. CFC in white with the blue shorts, so there shouldn't be any clash of the colour there at all. And referees all in yellow. So, rival fans making a lot of noise there. A lot of flags flying, a lot of skulls flying from Detroit, and a lot of CFC flags on the go too, and competing drums and horns and a trombone and all sorts of good stuff. So they're really going for it tonight. Hopefully we'll pick up some of the atmosphere on the microphone tonight. It will come through. So just getting a couple of team pictures out the way, and as it's a friendly, and then we'll get things moving. And all the teams intermingled there, which you don't always see on one of these, but as it's a friendly and these teams have got a fair amount of cooperation together over the years, it's nice to see that. And I doubt they'll be quite as friendly on the field when the ball goes off, but at the moment they're friendly. So we'll see how that goes and how long it lasts. It's like CFC playing from left to right tonight. Detroit taking the opposite end. Means Detroit goalkeeper will have the sun in his eyes while it's going down, which is always challenging for any goalkeeper. Say a quick thank you to our sponsors before we get going tonight. Thank you to Volkswagen of Chattanooga, Atlantic Capital Bank, Chick-fil-A and Coca-Cola of Chattanooga for sponsorship tonight. And we appreciate you all very much for being here. We normally play with a soccer ball from Select. Tonight we're playing with Mitre because the Select ball's been delayed in the mail, but nevertheless Select are our soccer ball sponsor, and Deodora the shirt sponsor, so thank you to those two great companies too. Just getting all set, having the little quick team huddle on the field, referees checking the nets, make sure the goals are straight and no holes or anything weird in there to let the ball into the side netting. And we will be underway very, very soon. Change of sides there. Look like Detroit won the toss there, and they've elected to play without the sun in their eyes, which makes sense. So Chattanooga having to face the setting sun coming down over Lookout Mountain tonight. But it's a great evening. The temperature's so good right now. It's around about 70 degrees. It's very comfortable out there. No chance of rain, no humidity, so it's just about right for soccer. Those of you who watch regular webcasts will know that we've played in rain and snow and thunderstorms and all kinds of strange weather here. So tonight this is really about as good as it gets for April, so we're very pleased about that. Fans making a load of noise. They're really excited about this. Detroit have brought over 100 people down, and they are making enough noise for 200 people. And we're off. Chattanooga going back towards the defence, just sizing things up, not wanting to rush it. Trying the long ball. But it's too long. And for Steinwash to take a goal kick. A lot of teams come to Chattanooga and find the artificial surface a little difficult at first. You can be a little bit fast for them, they're not used to it. But it's a brand new surface put in 2 years ago, and used for football and soccer, and generally a lot of good responses to it, but it's just a little difficult to get your pace right in the first few minutes of any game. Chattanooga playing a lot of deep balls here, and they're headed off out for a unnecessary corner there, really. That was Harris heading that one away. So Chattanooga getting the first corner of the game. Deep into the box, keeper pushing it away, nice punch. Good clearance. Chattanooga trying to make something out of it, and goes out for a Chattanooga throw, keeping the pressure on Detroit there. Chattanooga trying to give and go, looking for space, trying to find a gap. Nearly dispossessed, but Hernandez puts it back in. Trying to keep the ball, keep possession. That's something always Detroit are really flooding back and trying to push them away. Chattanooga trying to find a gap, threading the needle, and Detroit taking the ball away. Dispossessed by Miller there. Green on the wing. Gives it away to Chattanooga. Back to Carrier. To Zeka. Chattanooga playing that triangle they do in practice, where they keep the ball between three players, working well here. Trying to come into the box and failing. Nearly going out for a corner, but keeping it in play. Harris clearing it. It doesn't come to anything. Chattanooga gathering it up and trying to come forward again. Ball cross, not a good cross though. Ball's out, and other corner to Chattanooga. See if they can make something out of this one. Pace of play still quite relaxed, so they really figured each other's team out here. They're not too aggressive yet. Deep corner, headed away but not cleared. Up in the air, still loose in the box. But a lot of Detroit players around that one. They're able to push it back. And Chattanooga playing safe. All the way back to Pelez in goal. Allowing Detroit to come out and reform and reset their offside line too. Chattanooga playing that long ball across the field, which they have always done, and that's really one of their strengths, is to accurate passing all the way across. And third corner to Chattanooga. Not getting it away. The Detroit Chattanooga they're going to play it short, and Hernandez, no. Changed their minds. Cabello is going to go for the regular corner. Deep in the box, who's there? Oh, did not make contact there at all, and Steinwasser gathers it and says, thank you, that was easy.
Shot by Soren Juszczyk, collected by the DCFC goalkeeper.
Let's see if Detroit are going to push forward here and get out of their own half. They've been spending a lot of time. Push back a little bit. Trying for that long ball. Trying to set Lawson going, but a little bit too long. Chattanooga focusing on possession here. I think that's what Coach Elliott told them when we had a talk before the game. He said, we're going to try a lot of things, but possession is what we're not going to keep. We're going to keep doing that and not worry about doing anything else clever. We're going to make sure we possess the ball, and that was a ball given away cheaply by Chattanooga for a throw for Detroit there. So it's quite relaxed tonight. There's nobody really going in with any crunching tackles or anything. It's fairly friendly so far. Chattanooga stealing the ball, trying to get free, going offside. Nicely played offside trap by Detroit there.
Offside, Chattanooga FC.
I hope you can hear the noise the crowd's making at home. It's great to have opposing fans out chanting each other. A lot of times at NPSL grounds you don't get that, and this is more like a pro game where there's lots of noise. And so with the Northern Guard waving to you at home, you better wave back if you can see them doing that. Detroit trying to make something of it and dispossessed. Hernandez back to Pelez. Nice play down there on the line, goes out for a Chattanooga throw. Not seeing too much of the team hugging the touchline, which we see in some games. They're using the width of the field, which is always good to see. Detroit coming through. Trying to get something going down the wing. Have to be quicker than that. Dispossessed by Chattanooga. First corner of Detroit. Let's see what they can do with this. Pressure down the far side of the field played off. Going for the long one, swinging it in, pushed away by Chattanooga very cleanly. Chattanooga going to try and break it. Nice through ball, a little too long, and keeper able to gather it up. That was the right idea from Chattanooga. Adkins and Zaki coordinating down that far side. They're looking like quite a great pairing together so far. Seem to be wanting to make something happen down that far side of the field. Chattanooga trying to come through. Nice touch. Can they get in? Steinwasser clears. Chattanooga coming down the far side, trying a nice touch back to Hernandez. Can he get it across? Pushed, doesn't take a shot. Oh, good shot. A little bit of a push there, but nothing given by the referee. And Steinwash had to stretch for that one. Hernandez kept the ball and laid it way over the far side. Nice shot. First real action of the game so far in the 10th minute. People are still coming into the game tonight. Some people got it a bit late. I'd say we have 4,000 to 5,000 over there, so it's a good showing tonight. We'll get the official figure, of course, at the end of the game, let you know how many people were here and how many watched at home too. Nice clearance there by Sensoni. Chattanooga back into play. Chattanooga with that long ball, that's good. Is it onside? No, called offside, I thought so. Nice idea, but way too long there for Cabello. He can run fast, but he can't run that fast. So, I got a mystery guest, folks. I don't know if any of you know who El Conductor is, but you may have heard of him in Detroit. Certainly he's a famous figure in Chattanooga, but he's come down from his loft here in Finley Stadium to say a quick hello. How are you, sir?
Yes, Simon. Hello, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty much a legend in Detroit, too. I think that's safe to say.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
How are you enjoying the game?
I am. Both teams have had some chances. I think Chattanooga's had the better of it so far. No, an exciting game. What's your impression, Ben?
It's good. They're just feeling each other out right now, and as I said, it's fairly friendly. Nobody's really going in with the heavy tackles or anything like that. So
well, not yet.
Not yet, but they will, I'm sure.
Yes. That's what the people paid for.
Oh, absolutely. Good crowd tonight too. I was saying 4,000 to 5,000. How does it look from your perch on top of the stadium?
Look very good. You know, the stadium is undergoing a few renovations here. Normally the fans would be on the near side, but of course they're redoing the seats on the near side, so we've pushed everybody to the far side. But that actually helps the viewing audience. We're getting a little bit better sound quality from the Chattanooga and of course from the visiting Northern Guard. But yeah, you can actually see people instead of just a bunch of empty seats or tifo and things like that on the far side.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, people don't see the crowd as much, and it's always important to have that so you get the atmosphere. And both these sides have great support, so it makes the atmosphere any of their games so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to hearing about how it goes when we to make the return trip to Detroit and how it is up there compared to here.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it'll be friendly. We'll see. Some of the what goes on in this game may determine how friendly they are when we visit.
But yeah, looking forward to seeing that, because not all the teams are lucky to have this level of support that both these two do. So
I know,
and they'd love to have it. So this is a good advert for the game at this level.
Well, yeah, and this is a game that I think a lot of people have really wanted to see for years.
Oh, yeah.
There was always hope that we would meet in the playoffs, but in the years that Chattanooga would go deep in the playoffs, Detroit would not, and then vice versa last year. Detroit apparently, was this close to getting into the finals and couldn't quite do it, and of course Chattanooga not really that close. So, but the powers that be got together and said, you know what, we're going to have not just one game, we're going to have a derby, we're going to go do a home and home, and that's what we have.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yes.
And hopefully it becomes a regular thing because the fans all love it.
Yes.
And it's just a great way to show off lower league, soccer in America.
Well, it's also exciting to see that...
Oh, he's offside again, look at that.
Oh, that's not
that offside trap they're playing is so good.
But it's nice to see that both clubs have matured to a level that they can have these kind of preseason games. Typically in the past, you might have a local community college team or something like that, and not to disparage those, but this is certainly of another level. When you have a visiting team like Detroit, the ticket sales are going to be a little bit more robust. People are going to pay more attention to that game, and presumably the same thing will happen next week when Chattanooga visits. It's not going to be just mom and pop Michigan team X. It's going to be a legitimate national brand. So
absolutely.
So yeah, we're certainly excited about that.
We are too, and don't forget, if you're enjoying this, there's more soccer at Finley Stadium. We have the Seattle Sounders under-23s come here.
Yes, another big name.
Another big name. That's the second MLS team coming to play at Chattanooga, which some people said would never happen, but here it is.
Why they let those people, they put them in charge of the MLS. People who say that would never happen, I don't know. But yeah, we're here at the ground level. We're proving those people wrong.
Living proof of it. And some people told me the story of the skulls for Detroit City, and that was the same kind of thing. There's living proof that people are doing things in Detroit that the city people said was dead, and for the ghosts, it's like, well, there's people every day coming to watch soccer. So you've got.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the skull story.
Oh, it's a great story.
I assumed it was cannibalism or something.
It's not cannibalism, not yet.
Well,
not yet. No,
it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, I can't possibly comment on that.
Okay.
Not in front of a family audience.
You're the one who does this every day, and you need to keep your job. I don't, so I'll say whatever I feel.
Well, thank you. That's what we love about you. But yeah, the story is, one of the fans told me just now that it's because people didn't expect anyone to show up in Detroit to watch soccer, and people said there's nobody in Detroit and that city's dead, and they were like, wait, there's hundreds of us watching soccer. There's a nice ball. Was it inside? Oh, that's a good move from Chattanooga there.
That was, yeah.
Good move. But yeah, so I said hundreds of people are watching soccer in what's supposed to be a dead city that's got no sports and no activity. I guess we're the walking dead, because we show up week after week, and here we are.
Oh,
so that's where the skulls and the bones came from.
Well, there you go.
So it's not from the TV series or just, hey, it's called Have Skulls. It's a legitimate story from when they started in 2012. I think it's a great story.
No, that is great. Yeah, they're proving the naysayers wrong.
Well, that's it, and that's what we did here in Chattanooga FC, didn't we, when we started out 10 years ago?
Oh, yes. I mean, here we are deep in SEC country, and yeah, the number 2 tenant in this stadium is, not football.
It's soccer. That's right. So, proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Yep. And actually, in fact, in terms of attendance last year, I think we were the number 1 tenant.
I think so too.
I think so too. Than the local college football team.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
No, I can't complain about that.
So did you welcome everybody who might be watching it?
I did. I talked to the folks.
Or across the globe.
I always talk to the folks back home in England.
Okay, good,
and
good.
always just says there's 2 watch parties going on tonight. Oh, nice header, but nothing comes of that.
Chance there for Detroit.
2 watch parties tonight. One's at Axler Brewing in Ferndale, Michigan.
Okay.
That they're all watching tonight. And one at the Ivy and Coney Bar in Washington, D.C. So we have 2 watch parties.
Nice, okay.
So, yeah. A lot of the folks are here, the hardcore guys, but people with work schedules or families can't always make it, so they're enjoying it at home or on the web stream.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I'm sure we probably have people from all across the country, from different teams in the league, being interested in this game in particular.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see both teams who haven't really played that much trying, getting the game together and seeing how they're doing. I mean, it's just good to watch. If you like soccer, it's just a great game to watch anyway.
Yeah.
So Chattanooga trying to come through here.
And if you're going to face one of these teams this year, you probably want to do a little bit of scouting, maybe.
Probably do want to do that. That's right. Oh,
well,
yeah, give him the foul there.
You can't do that. Look at that.
A little bit close to the box, so foul called on that one.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, hello to the folks. I know that Melissa and Shep are watching at home. I saw them earlier today, and I know the Hartleys are watching in England. And they're all doing well.
I'll trust you.
The Hartleys of England, I'm not made up. I've seen them. They're flesh and blood.
Well, I don't know.
So Chattanooga with a dangerous free kick here on the edge of the box.
Let's hope so.
Let's see if they can do something with this.
2 men on the line.
Yeah,
Everybody else
10 yards, but okay.
Position.
Dummy. Oh, nice header, pushed away.
Yeah, defense was all over that.
I think both teams are fairly well matched here, to be honest, El Conductor.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, both teams athletic. We'll see at the end of the game how everybody's legs are doing, but right now
that's
looks
right.
quick on the ball.
They do, and certainly Chattanooga FC are going to give a lot more play to run out in the second half. There's a big bench over there, and Bill Elliott's going to be trying them all out. But also, Detroit brought 4 subs down on the bus, so not that many, and Pelez gathers that calm. That was a nice little move. So we'll see, obviously, I think CFC will give everybody a run out, and hopefully Detroit will, but you do need a fairly good bench for this kind of game to make sure everybody's not got tired legs. I mean, it's not super hot, but it is warm.
It's a beautiful, day out there. It's it's a little warmer maybe than what you'd want, but it's not bad.
For April, it's very good. So we were enjoying that.
And once the sun goes down, it'll be nice and cool.
Well, that's it. That's coming up. The second half will be a little bit cooler. So nice ball. They're trying to get free again, but
overran or just pushed a little too far.
Miller read that one for Detroit and was able to get rid of it. So, yeah, the defense has been fairly solid for Detroit. I've been impressed so far. They have most of their regulars in defense. Some of the other outplaying players are some new faces, but it's a regular defense, and they you can tell they played together before.
Yeah. Well, you do wonder also with this being this early, how much each squad will change because of course neither of them has their college talent right now because they're still in school and
well, that's it.
NCAA regulations prevent them from playing during the season. Yada yada yada.
Right. So we have some of the old regulars here because I talked to Luke Winter and John Carrier earlier, and David Perez is out there on the bench for Chattanooga, and even Sean Rutter is here to play for a friendly, but he can't play league play because of the PDL.
Oh, okay. So they would be able to get on the field because it's not.
Yeah, it's a friendly, right. And that was a quickly taken free kick, but the referees calling that one back. It was a little bit too quick.
So when we go to Detroit, we could see a substantially different lineup there for them because they would have local guys who probably couldn't come on the road for this weekend, but they would be able to play a home game. Exactly,
it would be in their advantage. Yeah. So because it's a friendly, it's anybody who's got a bit of pedigree with CFC or with Detroit gets to play. But as soon as the real league play starts, then yeah, not so much. So we're 20 minutes in and no score. Both teams fairly well matched, although I think Chattanooga probably had most of the shots so far.
Good midfield play, but
that was good. That's Williams trying to come through from the midfield. He's been quick, working over there and feeding Harris and Zaki on that far side. He's been very good.
Now, is this Detroit's first preseason game, or have they already played one?
It is. They had one scheduled, but it was cancelled due to weather. So this is their first one. So again, they're a little bit unknown. Nice loose ball. Detroit there trying to clear it.
Well, let's see what happens.
The shot and
that looked good.
That was
we were
good, didn't it?
Didn't go in. So
it looked good. Saw new Hashtag having a crack at it.
A little bit of an optical illusion for us, but oh well. That was very close. Man.
Yeah, that was good.
From pretty far out. How far out was
that? Was
like
nearly
30 yards?
35 yards. It's a bit optimistic, but so.
Nothing was happening inside, so.
Well, why not? Some of those go in. I've seen it before. So. Chattanooga bundling Detroit away, trying to get through again. Outplayed there, and Lawson just dispossessed and outnumbered. Nice flick there from Bentley.
Let's see if Chattanooga can control it here and move it down.
Trying to find that space is what they're trying to do. They're playing the whole width of the field, which is good.
Hernandez getting it over.
So yeah, they're going for that ball, trying to feed it nice. Can we get a shot in?
Got two guys on him.
Two on him.
Oh, popping it over.
Bit too much on that one.
Too much.
Too much.
But good idea,
Well, that's
there was nothing there in front of him, so why not try to get it over?
Well, a good player does that, and they always look up for space. So, and that's nice use of space there to use it right across the field. Settle things down and start again. Are you going to go and join the fans in a moment, sir?
I will a little bit later. Right now I'm going to stay up here for the first half and pester you for a little while.
Great.
And annoy the audience.
Oh, I love that. That's great. Yep. That's great.
But no, later I will go down into the stands. Also, we're training some new people here on the stream. So,
good.
Yeah. So we're getting more. We're increasing our personnel this year, so that it makes it a little bit easier on me, frankly, on a lot of these away games. If we have more people helping out, it's not incumbent on me doing every single section of the job. So
that's it. You are everywhere.
People, so I'm
Let's
up here.
face it, you are everywhere. Whenever something with CFC is going on, you show up. And
you don't want it to be relying on one person, because there are frankly enough talented people that are willing to get involved and really help make things work better. And that way, it gives me more time to get down there with the fans, which I love.
Absolutely. So Do you have an understudy for El Conductor?
Oh, for that aspect? No. Well,
you
there
should
have
have
been
one.
times, actually, I will admit, there have been times where an emergency has happened live streaming an away game,
Right.
at Georgia, because their setup, their field is not ideal. It's very difficult to stream from their field.
Right.
And so there have been times where we've spent so much time getting set up that right as kickoff is going is when I'm flipping the switch to go live.
Okay.
So I don't have time to get on my suit and go and
Right.
hang out with the fans. So I sent my 9-year-old son over dressed in my suit. Yeah, he was.
Love it.
He was a semiconductor. Is what they call it.
Semiconductor.
Semiconductor.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, yeah. You do what you can in an emergency.
Did you meet any resistance on that?
Oh no, he was really. I mean, one, Georgia doesn't have as many fans as we do, so we outnumbered their fans.
Chattanooga
at the
trying
away
to go for a
game.
shot. Come on. Go. Yes,
No,
good save.
get there!
Good score. Wow.
His foot on there.
That was exciting. Wow. Everybody's up off their seats in the stands for that one.
Exciting, I know. Interrupted my semiconductor story.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. No, the fans were great. Because they loved it. They thought it was really cute. When you can encourage hooliganism at a young age, everybody's on board with that.
That's something we always discuss
Yeah.
here at every game.
Yes.
And that one trickles out for a goal kick. But good move from Chattanooga. A lot of good pressure, keeping possession, and almost a goal there. So looking exciting. We've played 25 minutes now on the scoreboard. So just over half through the first half, still no score, but lots of action. So it's been enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, everybody up here in the booth looks bored. Not enough scoring going on.
That's right.
On my team.
You better have a word about that.
Well, they're smiling and laughing now, so I don't know what happened.
Better have a word about that.
But I hope you're not bored at home.
I hope not. Or in the bar watching, wherever you are.
Or in the bar, yeah. There's probably things to do. But yeah, we do appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great level. These people in. Nice ball, but Palaz is able to up to that one.
But again, just a little too far.
A little too far
Good
for Lawson
idea,
to reach
not-
it,
didn't
yeah.
quite make the connection. Same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
happening-
Green and Lawson have combined in the past, and they're combining well tonight, but not quite getting that final touch on it. But it's...
see if we can get it over here to the leading man.
yeah.
Trying to get some space in the middle.
Park carrier looking for a shot, doesn't take it.
Good defense
Russell,
there.
yeah.
He's on him. He's not going to
3
let
on
him
2
turn.
is always going to win, but then that leaves someone exposed in the middle, which CSC has taken advantage of. Nice ball across, all the way across to Zeka. Hernandez trying to find space. Detroit are really closing them down well. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah.
Deep ball, right across the box, and that was not a good shot.
No, but really, we were playing for the one before that.
Right.
If we could have made that connection, then we would have had a dangerous shot.
Absolutely.
So, oh well. Sometimes it's that last 10 inches or so.
Well, that's
if
often,
it doesn't connect.
That's often the case. We sat in the pro game and everything. It's just there is that last shot, that last touch doesn't make it. So those what-if moments. Again, Detroit playing the long ball. If they can get those passes a bit more accurate, I think they'll be more dangerous. Certainly Zach is looking good in midfield. And he's feeding the ball very well, but not getting those touches to make that final connection to be dangerous.
Hernandez.
I'm impressed with Cabello down this side. He's really playing well.
Oh, is that
Number
is
2,
on our side?
Joaquin Cabello. He's trying out tonight, and he's doing really well. Playing for the handball, didn't get that, but
Didn't look stellar there, but
did it?
it's a long game. He'll redeem
there's
himself.
lots of chances, but he's got the right attitude. He's getting offside. He's got the right attitude to attack.
Another minute here, and we'll get into the famous singing.
Oh
of
yes,
Chattanooga Future.
the famous Chattanooga Future. That's right. That is correct. Yes. I see them all getting warmed up for that.
And they've been pretty warmed up for a while. I think when did tailgate
They spent
start?
several hours warming up, about 3 o'clock.
This was a special tailgate. Yes, this one was.
It was a
very
good
fun.
tailgate. Everybody's in a great mood, and everybody wanted to chat and make friends with the opposing fans. It's been very good. And getting that crossover, but Detroit had met it and cleared it off.
Wow.
Chattanooga trying it again.
Let's
That's
see. Yeah,
better.
they're going to let us have a second shot
Second
here.
shot at it. And great save from Steinwasser. Got his body right behind it and held it. No problems there.
No, their goalie has been good.
He's having a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
A little bit of tugging going on there.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Now that's gone out for a throw. I was expecting to see Bentley and Lawson a little deeper. They're both playing on this same side together. I was expecting to see them both. Well, it is good for Chattanooga's defence. I was expecting to see them both playing together up front around the top of the D, not on the wing, but they seem to be stuck over this side. So I've heard lots of good things about them, and Greenlaw's not Bentley, but as a defender. But I met Green's father. He's here today too.
Oh, cool.
And he's Mr. Green's come up through the ranks and was started off as a fan of the club, and now he's playing for them, which is a great story. Kind of like David Perez being a fan and now being a player for Chattanooga.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is our 10th season, so we're now getting to that point to where,
we are.
Yeah, kids who were in, say, middle school when the team started, they've now gone through high school, maybe gone through college, and now are
right across the goal.
So yeah, maybe they're now on their own, maybe entering the workforce or something like that, and so yeah, they're maybe
Well, that's it. Fans who are now players.
Fans who are either going to start coming and bringing families, or maybe they were younger and now they're in college and they're ready to join the team.
That's great. So.
Yeah, 10 years. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. I know. There was just like a handful of people in the bleachers and
couldn't get it down.
Head on it, but no power at all there from Zeka. Got a touch, nothing coming off it.
Not as much control as you would want, but that's okay.
Not as much as you'd expect from him. So that was interesting move.
I'm really hoping somebody will score soon, just so that my people get more practice, like on the scoreboard and stuff.
Right.
I'm a little disappointed, frankly. I gotta tell you. I'm sure the fans are too. We want to see some scores. If this thing ends 0-0, I'm gonna want my money back.
Well, we'll see about that. I don't know if they'll be. The players
I got in for free, so yeah, I got in for free.
Well, you live here. You're in your. So you're loft above the stadium,
domain.
remember?
I should charge rent.
You charge
That's what you're getting
at.
That's
what it's like.
Yes, goal!
Two loose balls that were not put in the net by Chattanooga. That's two chances wasted. Good save from Steinwasser, and Chattanooga could not get the touch to finish that. Wow, that's more like
Who's that goalie again? Who's that guy?
They're good. Steinwasser, he's good, yeah.
Is that Greg Hartley? Did Greg Hartley put on a wig?
Him, yeah.
Is he wearing a wig?
Could be. So, that was great. But Chattanooga should have capitalised on that and got a goal.
Yeah, but no, he was quick. He got in front of it twice
very
there.
quick.
He got up off the ground, got in front of the second one.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Well, you do. You really do.
I mean, we would have probably scored on, like, Dallas FC in that situation.
Well, that's right.
I mean, we did score on Dallas.
Right.
Oh, well. Is he onside?
He's this time. No, he's not. He was so close.
On.
He was so close. He was right a few steps away.
He kind of waited a while to put that flag up.
He did, didn't he? It was a bit slow with the offside flag, but credit to the Detroit defence holding a line really well.
Yeah.
They're really good at that offside trap.
All right, that's
Bentley trying
to
come away, and that was a foul. Yeah, that was.
No.
The referee's calling that one back to take the free kick properly.
You got to start it at least 10 yards within where the foul
Right. Well, half an hour played, still no score, but enjoyable game. Certainly good tonight. Crowder in great voice.
Yes.
So tons and tons of noise, tons of flags. All the things we love about soccer at Finley Stadium, really.
That's right. It's part of the event. Can he run that down?
Yeah,
Defender is in a good
he
spot.
can.
Oh, he got it by him.
Well, I thought
What's he
we were
going to do?
make
Can he
that
get it to
cross
somebody?
touch it in.
No,
Somebody
come
get a
on.
touch on that ball. Oh, wow. Dribbles out for a goal kick.
Nice
Again.
combination.
Close.
Nice
Again, close.
series of single touches. Just nobody on the end of that last touch to put it in the net.
Yeah, I mean, against a good defense, you're only going to get one good chance, probably.
Well, that's it.
So,
You got to take it.
If you don't make that connection.
Got to take it. Lawson trying to get away down this near side, coming through the middle. And nobody there to receive the pass.
Oh, we should probably mention that if you've got the chat open and you're trying to type to us in chat, we don't have it in front of us, so no matter what you're saying, we cannot hear it or see it. So if you're complaining about us, me specifically, I don't even see it. So I assume you're all just saying, great job, conductor. Back pass here. Far side. Do. Bringing it over to the near side.
Well, Detroit, yeah, trying to slow it down a bit here, and
So with this, are they just trying to shift it and
They're-
trying to catch
well,
somebody
they're-
out of position?
they're
or-
focusing on possession and trying to find a gap. But that's a little bit optimistic, that one, and has to be cleared.
Yeah, it seems like in a situation like that, and the only thing you could hope for would be a complete breakdown, like somebody just
Right.
not being in the right spot. Otherwise, that
Well,
ball's going to get
a
cleared.
change of pace can always make a difference. That's a good cross, nice header to clear it away. That a change of pace can make a difference to a game. Something when everybody's going fast, suddenly slow it down. It's a good long ball. Can Chattanooga get
win it?
that?
Oh,
Well, it's
it's
kind of a
a-
battle, and again outnumbered by the defence and well played by them.
We
to,
had like 6 inches on him.
well, that's
on
right.
The head ball, he's not going to.
Not really.
Yeah.
There's a huge error. So. There is certainly a height difference there.
I don't think he's going to jump up and get that header away from him. Dispossessed. Did he win it back? No, she gives it to Detroit. Possession, Detroit. Throw in. Well, wait, what's going on? Somebody's whistling. Probably just a caution to somebody.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Substitution.
Oh, substitution.
There we go.
There you go. I think
Jeff Atkins coming off, number 8.
20% of the Detroit bench has just subbed in.
There you go. If that's a midfielder coming on, then it should be Araha coming on to replace him.
Oh, wow, you know the names? Wow. You've done research.
Sometimes.
I know, that's, wow, good job. No, you should accept that compliment. That's great. Again, probably not going to win that header. That guy's pretty
Yeah,
tall.
he's a very tall defender, and you want tall defenders. And yeah.
And remember when we had James Moore?
Oh yes, James is
Lord.
amazing.
That guy.
I know. Yeah.
Opposing teams hated him.
They did.
It was great.
He certainly was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope
Oh,
James
it's a
Moore
bad
is watching.
pass.
I hope James Moore is
He's
watching.
watching in Florida. Yes, I do too. Bad pass there. Green intercepted that one, but couldn't make anything of it. But a sloppy pass from Chattanooga there for sure.
Bringing it up the far side.
Nice cross. Who's there on the end of it?
Is he there?
He is.
He's going to push it
First
through.
time.
Oh,
Oh, no one there. No one there to touch it in.
I saw it. For a second there, I
Wow.
thought, this is it. This is the score we're waiting on.
If we got points for putting the ball in the 60-yard box, we'd be way ahead, but you got to put it in the net. And again, still Chattanooga looking the most dangerous out of this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, still wanting to get that first goal.
Oh, what do we we got about 7 minutes, maybe.
About 7 minutes of regulation. I don't think there'll be any injury time
probably,
because
no time.
there's been no
Both teams
stopping.
are
They're playing soccer. They're not doing the professional foul thing, so not wasting time. So
stretching their
exactly,
cramps.
Exactly. That's right, and taking their acting lessons on the field, which so many do. No, it's a little more. No, they've played on. Played on there.
And here we are talking about staying on your feet. And
that's right, and we're not staying on the feet.
Life is so funny.
Steve was
right, here we go.
Chattanooga again trying to come the far side. Outnumbered again, 2-1. Nice cut back with a bit too much on it.
Well,
and let's Lawson get hold of it.
Hip checked right as he was going to pass that. And so
Hernandez in tons of space. And Hernandez makes something of it from here.
Let's see what.
That's where he likes to shoot from. No, he's going to be team player and play it back.
Pop it in.
Deep
Maybe
in
somebody
box.
can get up. No.
2 heads on it, bounced off a Chattanooga player and came out again and ricocheted away. They both hit it, but it went the wrong way.
Might have hit Hernandez's.
I think he did.
Yeah. A little incidental handball too, which they could have called.
Nice touch on there.
That's going to be a corner, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Touch out by Bentley, gives the corner away, but saves the day.
All right, so we'll have a set piece here right before half.
Yep. Yep. In the 40th minute.
Well, not right before. Yeah, right. But we got 4 minutes.
Very close.
Not right. We'll probably have 3 or 4 more of these corners before then.
Nice touch on. Oh, couldn't make something of that. The nice back heel there. Could not make something of it. Yep, a little bit of skill from Valenciano there. Very nice, but didn't get the connection.
Well, the defender had him marked. I mean, he didn't have much room.
Right. Steinwasser really pushing his players, saying, get up the field. He wants them to, he can kick it a fair way, and he wants them to get up the field, and that goes out for a Detroit throw. Yeah, he wants to put them to push up. I think he's tired of them.
So he can make the stops.
What do you think
he
want?
He can kick it 50
He
yards.
can kick it well. I don't think he wants. Yeah, he wants them to do their job. He's doing his, and he wants them to do theirs and go up. And
it is funny when you find a team where the goalie doesn't take those goal kicks.
Right.
And they have another guy come in. And
I've seen those. Yep.
Yeah. It's a little. Yeah.
They should be able to do both, really, but unless they're injured, but they should be able to do that.
The one kicking the goal kicks.
Right.
It's a little embarrassing.
Well, we've been spoilt here with Greg Hartley over the years, so
we are very spoiled.
We've got a different standard from other teams on that. Nice give and go there from Chattanooga.
Right.
Hernandez in the middle.
Pushing it ahead. Got a guy
trying to get this
behind.
going again.
It's got some options. No, too far.
Nobody there. There wasn't a great pass there. Cabello trying to come up with that one and set somebody off in the box, but didn't connect this time.
All right, so Detroit.
Oh, that was sloppy.
Wow.
That one slid away.
Let's see if Chattanooga can capitalize.
Still
Maybe
keeping it
Detroit's
going.
Getting a little
trying to get a shot
as well.
in. Is it there? No, and again. Right across the goal.
Illusion.
Wow.
It looked like that was going to curve
right
in.
across the goal. Wow, we got a knock on that one. I think he's okay, but the referee's checking him, make sure he's okay. No, they're gonna call the trainer to make sure he's okay.
Fine.
He got a bit of a bump, but nothing that goalies don't normally expect. So and we had a chance to catch him. It was a good. Well, that's what a goalie should do.
Yeah.
But they do get knocked around quite a bit. It's just part of the job.
Well, it's been worth it so far.
It has. He's been very good. I'm very impressed. Corner swinging in. Headed away by Detroit. Very good header.
That's probably not going in.
That's not going in.
That's up in the pavilion.
That's gone into the beer tent. That one's way gone.
Yeah, that's just a bit outside.
There are no prizes tonight for putting it between the flags.
I think that's I think they're going to be turning the mezzanine area in there in the stadium into like a family Chick-fil-A or something. Some sponsor is going to be having a family-friendly patio area.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. Good.
So they'll have to dodge the occasional high ball, but
Well, they will apart from that. Yeah, the occasional high ball and the occasional lost CFC fan who's looking for the beer tent, but
a different kind of high ball. Maybe.
that's right, a very different kind of high ball. And Detroit crowding out Chattanooga there.
Oh,
Nice
did
touch.
he?
Oh, nice back heel that nobody's expecting, and so that was exciting. Now a long ball. Green trying to make something of it, but Pelez stays calm and just plays it out again.
Both these teams may be getting a little sleepy. You know, the action's been a little.
It's been good. I've enjoyed the game. I've just been hoping for somebody to finish these chances that Chattanooga are making. The chances of not finishing them.
Yeah, the
And,
Detroit defense has coughed it up. Like
They've
twice
worked.
here.
They worked hard. Yeah, they worked hard.
We'll see. Closing in on about 40 more seconds.
So Detroit taking the throw on the near side. Dispossessed by Hernandez. Look at that skill.
No help though, so it goes
Right.
back to Detroit.
Right.
I don't think we'll see much else here before the final whistle. Yeah. But a good solid first half.
It's
Both
been a
teams
good
with some
serve,
chances.
very enjoyable.
Chattanooga with a few more.
I think so, yeah. It's not a bit of home side bias, but yeah, on the shot count they've been winning it. So Detroit trying to get something going, but it's not connecting. And
See what happens
waiting for the
here.
referee to.
They're going to make one last chance at
I
it,
think
maybe?
he is. I think he's getting ready to. Nope.
Oh, they're going to give
Calling
him
a foul there.
Foul. Okay, so this will probably
Foul
be
foul on Lawson there.
last
Probably the last set piece of the game.
realistic attempt
Let's see
here.
what they've got. This is where a lot of teams shine, where they practice the set pieces and to get to use them in a game.
That wall
Let's
looks
see
a little
what they've
close.
got.
I wonder if the ref will let him get away with that.
I think he is. He's not getting the magic spray out or the shaving foam to mark the line.
About 2 or 3 yards close.
It was a bit close, isn't it? But so is the one for Detroit. So there we
He's
are.
not looking at it, so yeah,
Deep ball,
he's gonna play on.
right across, and one for the invisible man there. So Chattanooga coming away with a goal kick. Referee looking at his watch a minute ago, and I think that's
That's
it.
our
Yeah,
whistles.
that's our
Okay.
half time, folks.
Well, this was fun.
It was. It was
Good
a good
first
good
half.
first half. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it at home too, and would have liked some goals, but
Yeah, almost had a few.
almost had a few, so that wasn't too bad at all. So we'll be taking a 15-minute break. So if you want to go and grab a cup of tea and a biscuit, and we'll be back here in 15 minutes' time, which will be 8:40 Eastern time. So you've got a bit of time to do that, and hope you've enjoyed the first half. We will be here for the second half too. So Friday you're not watching with the sound turned down. We'll be happy to bring you commentary right then.
That would be my fault. if people were
I
doing
couldn't
outside.
possibly comment on that. All right, folks, stay tuned. We'll be back in 15 minutes. We'll keep the cameras rolling, and we'll see you in 15. Thanks for being with us. See you again shortly. And we're back. Second half is about to kick off. Hope you enjoyed the break. We are getting ready for the second half of Chattanooga FC and Detroit City FC friendly. Floodlights are on. It's a beautiful evening tonight. It's cooling down a little bit, but still in the 60s. Very nice. Detroit City getting us away, playing from right to left in the familiar rouge strip. Chattanooga FC in white with blue shorts. Second half is underway. As I said, we are 0-0 after the first half. Chattanooga FC having the lion's share of shots on goal and several near misses that could have been goals but weren't, so it's still tied. So we're looking to see what both teams got a talking to in the locker room at half time, and see if the coach told them to do something different that will result in some goals for one of them. But fairly well matched in the first half. Just Chattanooga making the best of the attack. I'm going to have a special guest coming in for the second half, not El Conductor. It'll be somebody else from Detroit FC. He'll be joining me in a moment. Chattanooga getting a wild shot off there, a little bit optimistic, but going for that early goal in the second half. So without further ado, let me introduce my special guest. Here is, all the way from Detroit City, Mr. Sean Mann. Hi, Sean.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Simon.
Oh, Sean, it's great to have you come down and make that long journey from Detroit. I wanted to speak to somebody from the opposing team during the broadcast today and just get your opinion on what you think, how the game's going, and how you see this season shaping up.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is certainly a preseason match. You know, we've got a big Open Cup match coming up in a few weeks, and obviously the guys got a lot of work to do. But no, I mean, I'm glad to see we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of our top players coming back, getting the run in for the first time here. This is really the first chance we've had a game this season. So,
right.
You know, we knew it wasn't going to be pretty, but no, it's an exciting first step for our season. But more importantly, you know, I think this is a great start of a 2-week celebration of what American soccer can be.
Well, that's right. This is a great advert for the game at this level, at any level, really. And it just shows how good it can be in the States. And a lot of people I know overseas, you know, where I'm from in England, so, you know, there's no soccer in America. I'm like, actually, there's tons of it, and it's really pretty good. And this is a great advert for it. I know some of them are watching, even staying up late to watch in England tonight. But yeah, how's your season looking for you? Have you got your team ready yet? You're still trying them out? How's it looking?
Yeah, I mean, you know, from the front office perspective, you know, I think we did our best to create, you know, what should be a very memorable summer for, you know, our players and our supporters. You know, we had a great run last year, made to the NPSL semifinals, and you know, we look to build on that during the regular season. Hopefully, make another run in the playoffs. Beyond that, you know, we've lined up some great exhibition matches and friendlies. We're playing FC St. Pauli. Obviously, this home and away with you guys really kicks off a great season for us. And then...
Oh, another shot for Chattanooga right across the goal. Wow.
Haven't landed one yet, but...
Got to keep trying.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And we've had some great teams going to play us too. And we've got the Seattle Sounders coming here next month in May. So another MLS team coming to town after FC Dallas came, and so it's great to have these big teams wanting to come and play with us. I know you want to do that too and raise the profile of soccer in your neighbourhood. That's always important.
Yeah, no, we're excited to highlight Detroit in a positive light and using our club to do that. And you know, we've taken a real approach to bring over international clubs, and it's been exciting to see how they've you know, really appreciate what we're doing and recognize, you know, the role clubs like Chattanooga, Detroit City are playing in the American soccer landscape. Right,
absolutely, because there's more than just MLS. There's people who think MLS is it, and there's a whole lot more coming in the leagues below. And the football can be just as exciting. I follow lower league soccer in England, and I think some games that are more exciting than watching the Premiership. So it hasn't got to be a high-powered, expensive game to be enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, our focus this year, and I think, you know, we looked at Chattanooga for inspiration in a lot of ways, but it's to be a true club, right? So we're building out a youth component. Right. We're building out an indoor facility, training facility that includes a bar, restaurant. You know, we really want to be fully ingrained in people's lives from the moment they kick a ball to when they start taking their kids to a game.
Right.
We want to be a true club. So that's really our focus this year, is kind of building off of that vision.
Well, that's great. I mean, there's so many small steps you can take that make a difference to a club, and we've done that with a strong supporter base, which you've got a strong supporter base too, which kind of runs itself, and they know the club will listen to what they say, and ours does too, and that's part of it. The owners are more responsive than at a big club. And there's a chance. Oh, a little strong. Pelez leapt up to the job again. That was an interesting move there. Could have led to something.
Yeah, well, hopefully the field's tilted to the west like it was in the first half.
You think so?
That's
Okay. We always think it tilts the other way, but okay. But yeah, we do things with the supporters and with the academy, and like I said, we have a social hour once a month, and that gets people involved. You can't always make it to games, and so there's lots and lots of ways to get involved. Plus the outreach the hooligans do with things like decorating school classrooms and getting involved in, just showing up at a St. Patrick's Day march just to show we're here. Because people forget about it. I think when you have a short season like NPSL does, people forget about it when it's over.
Yep.
And it's exciting for a few months, then like, oh, it's done. It's important to keep the momentum going during the rest of the year too.
Yeah, I mean, speaking for the other owners, in a lot of ways, yes, in a legal sense, like we're the owners of a limited liability corporation, but
right.
We've really kind of gotten to the point where we understand that we're really stewards of something that means so much to other people.
Yeah.
That,
yeah.
We are the host of the party, and they're the life of the party, and like we really provide a platform for them to, make bonds and. Explore creativities and
that's right.
build relationships that we could never have imagined in ways.
That's right. And Chattanooga does that too. The social fabric's important too, as it is in a lot of European clubs. And I'm sure you had that discussion with the folks from St. Pauli in Germany, because it's part of the social fabric of the town, and it has been for Chattanooga too. And we've done more things, say, with the academy, with the women's team, and we're just reaching out in all kinds of ways that you wouldn't think we'd do, and it's all about a positive reaction. I'm very pleased about, and it's gone very well. So this is really a good showcase for all of that tonight. You've got a lot of people here. People are bringing their families, and people come from a long way. They might like an hour's drive from Georgia to come here, or from down from Knoxville, and they'll come for that.
Yeah.
And so we've got a bigger catchment than just Chattanooga. And I think you have too in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, we're called Detroit City. That's where we're based. The other owners and I, we live in the city. We're committed to the city's revival, but our fan base comes from across the region. And, I know tonight and on our streams we have fans across, North America, and now, on other sides of the oceans.
Great.
Following this club.
Yep.
And, that's really means a lot to us. So we've been a part of something that means so much to so many people in ways we could have never envisioned.
Yeah, no, we enjoy it with Chattanooga too, and it's all the intangibles that you don't expect, and you're like, this is really good, and people pay attention to this, and we follow our alumni into their pro careers. Quite a few go to pro clubs in Europe and in the States, and it's hard to let them go because we're like the nursery for them, and you might have that too, and but if they do go on to a pro career, it's mean we've done our good job, and that's great for Chattanooga. It's a good reflection of soccer at this level. Nice ball right across. Oh, come on. Right across the top. So, have you got any messages for the fans who are at home in Detroit who are watching?
My son probably should go to bed by now. But no, I would love to just, speak to Chattanooga fans and just, and any soccer fans out there, just that, hopefully we all appreciate what really special thing is going on here this weekend and next weekend. And, I think this really speaks to really what the potential of American soccer can be, and that's community-based clubs that people really resonate with people and impact their lives in positive ways.
Yeah, and that's something that we've done here too. It's you can show up and start a soccer team, but you've got to have that fan base, or else it's not as good as it could be. It's not its full potential. And this is a great example. Both teams are a great example of that. And obviously, in Detroit, I think especially it's a thing you've needed for a while. Some kind of gel for the areas that have been depressed down there. And there's a break, and Chattanooga are off. And good save again. You can give that guy double play. Steinwasser is a good keeper, isn't he, Sean?
Yeah, Nate's been with us for a few years now, and he's had some huge games for us.
Right.
Open Cup matches, and a real, he hasn't been our goalie every game in and out, but he's always been steady for us and a real, comes up big in some big matches.
He's done it tonight. We've enjoyed watching him play so far. He's been very good indeed. So
45 there. That's Willie. He got drafted.
Okay.
He was drafted by Sporting KC just a few months back.
Okay.
Had an injury in training camp and didn't make the squad, but we're glad to host him this summer. And,
sure, absolutely. I mean, the trick is to keep playing and not lose your touch.
Yeah.
That's if you don't play, it's much worse. And to play at a high standard is important to keep you fit and in good shape too. So, most of your players are American, or you got some from overseas too, like Chattanooga has?
Yeah, no, we right now the squad we have tonight's mostly American.
Okay.
But really, like similar to you guys, I mean, our full roster's be coming into town over the next week or two. Gearing up around that May 1st start. So, but we probably have 3 or 4 guys on the pitch right now who are going to be regular starters for us. Good. Forward.
Well, we're the same way, trying to get some old familiar faces, some new blood in, and so we can always have to do that each season. So, but we got players from all over, from Brazil and Spain and England, and we're a couple from France, and they're just it's a very international melting pot, which reflects the town. It's very much a melting pot in Chattanooga, so I think that's a good way to show how the town is developing. If your soccer team is diverse too, it's a good thing.
True. The roster you're looking at for us right now is, we really viewed these couple weekends kind of a trial run for, that conversation we're having with, Chattanooga and other clubs about how we get to a longer season. And, we have a lot of guys here who've already moved on to professional careers.
Yeah, absolutely right. So, I see you brought a couple of hundred Northern Guard fans down. They're doing a great job tonight. And they're making a lot of noise, and that's really good. And we're looking forward to seeing them all on the 28th next weekend for the return match. Yep. That's going to be very exciting.
No, we can't wait to play host. Keyworth, you guys have a very special stadium here with Finley. Keyworth is different, but I think very special in its own regard. And I think it's fun that both clubs have had such great success, but in such different settings. Right.
Well, that's right. We're lucky to have this stadium. So many teams don't have that, so we do appreciate it. So we're looking at Chattanooga FC with one of their, probably going for a deep corner here. See what Detroit do. They've cleared a lot of them. Their defenders have been very strong and have cleared them all very well. The referee is sending off. Who's there? And again, Detroit pushing out. Their good defense is good. They're very good at getting on that ball first.
I think that was cleared out by Corey Miller, 26.
Right.
Corey just ended his career with Indy 11. And, just joined us. This is his first time he suited up for us.
He looks like he's been there all the time. Ball's still bobbling around, but cleared again. Chattanooga still trying to find that gap, trying to thread that needle and get on the goal. Look at that, good persistence there. That's Caleb Cole, he's a real fighter. And he's keen to keep playing, and gets a knockdown, but referee plays on. Starting to see a bit more urgency in the game, Sean, in the second half, I think. Would you say that?
Yeah, we came a long way. I think guys want to walk away with something.
Well, you don't come this far and for a 0-0 draw, do you? I don't. I don't at all. So, that's right. So there's a substitution, I think, for Detroit.
Yep.
Not seeing anybody warming up for Chattanooga yet, so no subs coming from that side of it. I expect Coach Bill will want to put some of them in to give them some playing time, but the team that's out there is playing pretty well. They're gelling. I'm pleased to see that. Even the new guys are fitting in well. But I'm sure Coach Bill has other plans to see how they can all do. This is also a bit of a trial for Chattanooga as well as for Detroit for trying out some new players. So both sides are not quite in their final form tonight.
Yeah, we have 3 or 4 guys out there right now who are trialists. They're not signed with us at the moment.
Right.
We do open tryouts. You know, the way we structure it is everybody who signs up and pays the fee also gets a season ticket because we want them to be part of the club.
Okay.
But, you know, this year with these early games, you know, really first time we can guarantee some of those better guys a chance to actually suit up in the colors and show themselves in front of our fans.
Right. How does the weather affect you? Because you have snow much longer than we do in the north.
Yeah, you know, when I was working with Sean McDaniels about organizing this match, the one thing I insisted on is that we have the second leg. Right. You know, we had an inch of snow earlier this week.
Really?
So, you know, we were supposed to have our home opener last Saturday, but it was sleeting rain and temperature was, you know, in the teens.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, for everyone's sake, we had to cancel the match, unfortunately.
We've had some wacky weather in Chattanooga. We had some tryouts in the snow one year. That was a bit weird, but we got through it. But we've seen everything here from storms and hail and, you know, you can imagine it because weather in the south is very changeable. So, but I know you have to deal with the snow, so it gives you a less practice time. Yeah, I did wonder about that. And last week here, we had a couple of late frosts that weren't good. But you never know. But I know for you, it's definitely a factor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we have indoor facilities.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. So, yeah, and your field is AstroTurf like this, or is it grass?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It's an old field turf.
Good. Okay.
Stadium has a lot of charm. It was built in 1936.
Oh gosh.
It was the first WPA project completed in Michigan, so FDR actually was there for the ribbon cutting. So very special place that was slated for demolition, and thanks to our fans and club, we were able to save it and bring new life to it.
That's very cool. Yeah. Very cool. There's a lot of WPA down here, of course, in the south too, and TVA being a big part of that in the south. And we can see their building actually from across the stadium.
There you go.
And that's a perfect example of that. But yeah, I didn't know that about your stadium. That's very interesting. That's a good thing to it, preserving the history. Something in Chattanooga we're doing too is preserving older buildings. The one you can see to our left, you can't see it on the matchcast, is an abandoned foundry. It's going to become a brewery next year, and so we actually, instead of knocking them down and putting in new stuff, we are trying to preserve them and keep them going too. Same thing as Detroit. I know you've lost a lot of buildings, and there's so much we could talk about, which we won't tonight about Detroit. But it's great you're part of the regeneration.
Well, we can have you on the broadcast next week, and we can pick up where we.
Sure. Oh, and there it is. There's the first goal. Green, number 7. Flicking it over the keeper. That has made the Detroit fans go mad. No doubt you're going mad at home too. So 1-0 to Detroit in the 63rd minute. Nice little touch over Humberto Pelez there, and he got 2 chances, 2 bites of the cherry there, Sean, didn't he?
Yeah, Roddy hasn't been clicking all night, but he certainly was persistent there, and it's certainly paid off.
Now we have a game on, I think.
Yeah, that's a fortunate score given certainly how the first 30 minutes of this match started. So.
Right. So this is getting very exciting next 30 minutes here.
Yeah.
And see what Chattanooga have got in reserve to this. How they're going to respond. They've had all the shots and none of the goals. So really on the shot count they should be leading, and they're not. So let's see if they can sharpen up a bit and start making that connection with the ball. Well, thanks for Sean for coming in to join me. That was great to hear his opinion and hear a bit more about Detroit. Some of the things I didn't know about it and about the team, so very interesting. So now we got a real game on. 1-0 to Detroit. Let's see what we get next. I think CFC are really going to go for it tonight, and they cannot sit back unless they want to go away next weekend with a deficit. And now both sides of the fans are trying to make noise and drown each other out. The Northern Guard are really making a ton of noise, and the Chattanooga are responding, so it's probably pretty loud on that side of the stadium. Hope you're hearing it at home. The other question, of course, if this happens, does the team with the lead sit on it, or do they keep going for more goals? And I think tonight, as a friend, they'll probably keep playing for a second goal, which means Chattanooga have to up their game a little bit. So Hernandez being solid in the midfield, trying to set somebody off. Ball did not connect. Detroit coming away again, trying to make something of it. Getting through the defence. Long ball through the green again. He's trying to reach it, just couldn't make it, and it goes out for a goal kick to Chattanooga. So 65 minutes played, 1-0 to Detroit. Chattanooga concentrating on possession, trying to find that gap, thread the ball through, doesn't quite come off. Detroit able to clear it. Throw to Chattanooga, taking it quick, trying to do the give and go. Hernandez. Finding Caleb Cole. Cole taking the shot. Well held by Steinwasher. Had to take that one, take the sting out of it, and then grab it a second time, but a little better from Chattanooga. Nice touch there. Chattanooga playing those optimistic long balls, not making the connection. They're going to have to be more accurate than that when they feed the ball through. Yeah, it's getting a little more physical out there. This is much more interesting. And that comes to nothing. Pelez gathering it. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper stuff there. Long balls. People need to try and focus on playing it a bit closer to the teammates. Some of these long balls are not doing the job tonight. Chattanooga trying to come forward on the far side. Sean right there to clean up. Trying to get the shot in. Oh, could have shot from there, Mr. Carrier. Chattanooga trying again, trying to build, trying to get something out of this. But they are being flooded over by the Detroit players. They're not giving them much room to turn around or to breathe here. Flicked in, too long and offside again. It's that offside trap. Cabela caught there by the offside trap again.
Coming in the game, number 16, Santiago Moore. Coming out, number 9, Zeka.
Substitute from Chattanooga FC there. In comes Santiago Moore, one of the strikers. And going for a well-earned break is Zeka. See if Santiago Moore can do something with the ball and get us a goal. So, Detroit putting it back into play. 70 minutes played so far in this game. Detroit trying to come forward. I think they're looking for a second goal here, trying to make that gap to get through the Chattanooga defence, but Chattanooga picking it up and keeping going, and that breaks down. Detroit trying to come forward again. Both midfields working very hard tonight. And there's an offside flag again.
Offside, Chattanooga FC.
Detroit trying to make something out of that free kick. Still Detroit trying to find space in the far side. Nice touch, time to shoot. Blocked by Chattanooga very well there. But, Detroit making plenty of space that time. They were making the most of it for sure. Referee gives the free kick towards Chattanooga, where there's a bit of a tussle there between the players, but Chattanooga getting the benefit of the doubt and trying to get a fast free kick going. Hernandez coming through the middle. Trying to get that give and go, but it did not work again, and Steinwasser gathers the ball and under too much pressure there. It's really a bit of a battle of the midfields this half. So most of the action seems to be. Detroit trying to sit on their lead a little bit, and Chattanooga trying to find that gap to get the shot in. Certainly makes it interesting to watch. Two different kinds of tactics coming up against each other.
Number 25. Coming out with John Carrier.
So another substitution there for Chattanooga. Striker for striker, John Carrier coming off. And Stephen Ricketts coming on to take his place. So I think we'll see some more rotation from the Chattanooga bench before the game's out, as everybody gets a bit of playing time. Referee having a quick word with two of the Chattanooga players there. And also with one of the Detroit players, so they saw something he didn't like over there. Ball's back into play. Chattanooga trying to come forward again. Hernandez touching on that. Didn't get a good read on that one. Detroit recover the ball. And goes out for a throw to Chattanooga. Again, that mid-air flight. Caleb Cole trying to come through it, being dispossessed. Chattanooga going for the touch. Trying to keep the ball going, trying to keep momentum. Caleb Cole again, trying to find space for a shot. Banks back down off the Detroit defender and out for a throw. Good block there from Detroit. Both teams showing off a little bit of skill down here on the sideline, but not keeping the ball on the ground much. Nice to watch, but it doesn't lead to a lot of ball control when it's bouncing around in the air like that. Out for a throw to Chattanooga. Canoa taking the throw. Canoa's been good tonight. He's trying out and seeing how he does. He's had a good game so far. And kick goes to Detroit's way into the 76th minute. Detroit still with that slender lead. Chattanooga trying to come forward. Still outnumbered. Trying to build something. Into the box, ball was loose, but Detroit there to clear it away. Chattanooga losing possession there. Green, the goal scorer on the far side, outnumbered 2-on-1, and he goes down, and Detroit get a free kick out of it. And referee's checking he's okay. I think he's probably taking a little advantage of that knock to waste a bit of time. Crowd not enjoying that a whole lot. I'm not quite sure he's as badly hurt as he makes out, but I'm not on the field, so the referee has the say on that. Referees letting Detroit take their time and get some water. It's a long kick into the Chattanooga half. Chattanooga trying to come away with it. Trying to get the give and go working. Nearly did it. The defence way up to the job there. That was well played. That was Williams taking it off the Chattanooga attacker. Steinwasher clearing it nicely. Chattanooga trying to build up again. Trying to make a hole in that Detroit defence, but it's pretty solid so far. Once they got the goal, they really just sat on it. Detroit trying to come through. Nice shot. Oh, there it is. So there we are. Sean Lawson getting the second goal in the 79th minute. So it's 2-0 to Detroit. That was a nice break out of nothing, really. And he just slipped it past Pelez and right underneath him into the back of the net. And Detroit not sitting on the lead. Now they got 2 goals. So both the strikers getting on the score sheet tonight, Green and Lawson. Now what are Chattanooga going to do? They've got 10 minutes to play. What are they going to do next? Detroit very happy to be 2 up at this point. A little more urgency in CFC's play now, trying to get something to happen here, but Detroit are really trying to close them down, not give them a chance to shoot. And Detroit happy to hoof that one away to reduce the danger. See if they can last out the last 8 or 9 minutes of the game without conceding. They'd be happy to go home with a 2-0 lead over Chattanooga for the return leg when they play at home. And Chattanooga unable to get that final touch on the ball. Building up, but not getting that shot in. Let's see if they can bring something to the far side, trying to bring the cross across there. Getting the touch, and that wasn't a good pass. Detroit able to bring it away. And referee just waiting to bring on a substitute here, but indicating he's not happy about something. Looks like Detroit getting ready to bring on a substitute goalkeeper. That would be Jewett, the goalkeeper, coming in to replace Steinwasser. A little more time off the clock for Detroit.
Out of the game, Nate Steinwasser.
So Matt Jewett coming on there between the sticks the last few minutes of this game. We've got a player down the near side. Looks like Hernandez is down with cramp. So Chattanooga will have to make a substitution if he's not going to be able to rejoin the play. So Chattanooga playing with 10 men right now while Hernandez gets treatment on the near side. Will Detroit take advantage of that? Being a man up. Trying to make something out of it, winning a throw deep in the Chattanooga half. Again, another throw to Detroit. Tussling on the byline going on.
Now in the game for Chattanooga FC, number 28, Jared McWhorter.
So Chattanooga bringing on Jared McWhorter to replace Hernandez. See, Hernandez's cramp is too much. He has run very hard, so not surprised he had to take a breather there. He always runs very hard indeed. See what McWhorter's got in the midfield there. Fresh legs in the midfield might be a good thing at this point because the midfield's done a lot of work in this game. Chattanooga going wide, right across the field, trying to find that gap in the defence. And Detroit trying to push him away. Runs out for a goal kick to Detroit, which they will not be complaining about. The Northern Guard a good voice and enjoying the 2-0 lead. Both teams of supporters making a concerted effort to lift their teams, the noise they're making. Into the last 5 minutes of regulation, and maybe a little bit added on for the stoppages for the cramp and the player treatments, but not a whole lot. So Chattanooga really have to do something here if they're going to come away with something out of this game. Another throw to Detroit. They're trying to come down this near side here. slowly creeping down towards the Chattanooga goal. Referee liking that high foot there and giving a free kick to Chattanooga. Taken quickly and then off. Trying to come down the far side of the field, right underneath the eye of the supporters. Chattanooga being forced back into their own half a little bit by Detroit. They're not giving them room to manoeuvre and make the plays they want to make. Cole and Gano are combining well there. And Detroit defence up to it again, just keeping the ball away from the Chattanooga attackers. Clean tackle, referee does not call it. O'Hara complaining, but not getting it. Chattanooga trying to come through, can they get a shot in? Blocked again by the defence of Detroit. Getting their body in the way really well there. Caleb Cole trying to get something going on the far side, still nothing. And again, Detroit able to clear it back to the halfway line. All the Detroit players in their own half now, making sure that ball does not go anywhere near the goal. Hanging on for the last 3 to 4 minutes of regulation. Actually, the last 2 minutes of regulation, sorry. They're trying to run that clock down. Back to Pelez.
Tonight's attendance, ladies and gentlemen, 5,225. Thank you for coming out to support soccer in Chattanooga.
Throw to Detroit on the far side. I've been handed the attendance figure just now, and tonight we were saying it was looking at 4,000 to 5,000 people. The actual attendance tonight, 5,245 soccer fans here at Finley Stadium, including several hundred from Detroit. So thank you all for coming. Another great figure, proving that soccer in the South is definitely well alive and breathing and doing well. Into the last minute and a half of play. Chattanooga trying to get something out of this, trying to come forward. Detroit dispossessing him, and a referee's calling a foul for that one. Yeah, it's a little bit too aggressive. Chattanooga not quitting, trying to set somebody off, and headed away by Detroit for a corner. Chattanooga playing the corner quick, headed in, right through the box. And the referee, well, I thought he was pointing at the penalty spot, but he's not. He is, he's pointing at the penalty spot. There was a foul in the box by the Detroit defence, who's going to step up and take the penalty. This gives Chattanooga a chance to get one goal back. Put them back on the road to redemption. Number 2, Joaquin Cabello's taking up to take this one. Let's see if he's got a cool head and he can get a goal back for Chattanooga. In the 90th minute. Let's see what he's got. Yep, there it is. Goal for Chattanooga by Cabello. There we are, 2-1. Chattanooga get a goal back in the 90th minute. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time added on, I just found out, so 3 minutes. Will Detroit hold on to their lead? Will Chattanooga equalise? So 3 minutes of excitement coming up. Do not leave your TV set wherever you're watching from. Chattanooga trying to get the ball out of their own half. They are letting Detroit be all over them, but they're trying to make space to make a run. Trying to get the ball going. That's a nice little touch. Can they get the ball going? Can they get in the box? Trying to build something up. Can't take too much time, only a few minutes to play to go. They go on the far side of the field. Trying to get something going. Nice little give and go there. Is it too much? Too much, too long. And it's a goal kick to Detroit, who will not rush to take that, of course. They will take as much time as they can. So a little bit of drama at the end. What have Chattanooga got in reserve? Can they make it 2-2? Detroit trying to come forward. Good defence. Because that was a dangerous looking attack there. The defence up to the job. Pelez getting back into play. No, wait, the referee is calling the game. That's it. It's 2-1 to Detroit City, folks. So the first leg of the game, Detroit come away ahead. Now we have to wait and see what happens on the 28th when Chattanooga back up to Detroit for the return half. Now that's a game you don't want to miss if you're thinking about going to Detroit. Now you've got a great reason to go and see if Chattanooga can make something of it and even the score up. What a fascinating game. I hope you enjoyed that one a lot. That was a good game. Once it got going, there are lots of goals and lots of great play. Now, if you can't get to Detroit and you live in Chattanooga or you're going to come down here, the next thing we have on here is Saturday, May the 12th. We have the Seattle Sounders under 23 team coming to Finley Stadium. Another MLS team coming here. And then the regular season kicks off on the week after that on May the 19th. At Finley Stadium, we're playing Emerald Force from Greenville on May the 19th. The rest of the Chattanooga season is up on ChattanoogaFC.com to see all the games coming up. But those are the next two. May the 12th, Seattle Sounders, and May the 19th, the Emerald Force. So two great games at the start of the NPSL season there. However, the next game you want to watch is probably the 28th up in Detroit City with a return leg of this half. So say thank you all for watching, everybody in Detroit and Washington who watched, and everybody else in any part of the globe who watched and enjoyed the game. Thanks for being with us tonight. And I'm going to go and hang out with the Northern Guard and the Chat Hooligans and get their reaction to this game and see how it went. So thanks for listening, folks. This has been the Chattanooga FC web stream. We're saying good night. My name's Simon Neal. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Be safe, and wherever you are, have a good night and a great weekend. Thank you so much, and good night.